Runners coming into line. Flags are raised. And they're off. 4 runners set sail for the Grade 1 Guinness 00 Faugheen Novice Chase, just less than 2 circuits to race and 14 fences to jump in the feature of the Mr. Binman Christmas Racing Festival here at Greenmount as they race towards fence number 1. Final demand, and Patrick Mullins is the one who leads in the early stages from the rank outsider Western Walk, and tracking them 3 and 4, Gold Dancer on the outside of Jimmy Du Seuil. So as they straighten up towards the first of 5 fences in the back straight, winners of only 4 runners, but between them they've managed to win 13 races and over €468,000 in win and place prize money. And final demand, very fluent over the first, lands about 4 to 5 lengths in front. Jimmy Du Seuil, Western Walk and Gold Dancer as they come to quick run between the first and second fences. Clever at the ditch there, final demand, lands about 3 to 4 lengths in front of Western Walk, Gold Dancer on its outside, and Jimmy Du Seuil just the back mark of the 4 as they jump fence number 3. Continuing the rise towards fence number 4, and final demand, ridden by Patrick Mullins, who shortened into that one. Patrick, who rode Gaelic Warrior to win this race 2 years ago, and continues on the climb to fence number 5. Comes to it, again sees a lovely stride, final demand, lands 2 to 3 lengths in front of its stable companions Gold Dancer and Jimmy Du Seuil second and third, and Western Walk, the rank outsider of the quartet, has dropped back to be last of the 4 runners. So on the downhill run towards the turn into straight for the first time, and towards the 2 fences to bring them up past the stands. Final demand, back where it all started for him, won the 2 mile 5 maiden hurdle at this meeting last year, went on to be a dual Grade 1 win over hurdles, and most impressive on his chasing debut at Navan last month. Leads by a length as the field tightens up from Gold Dancer, the outsider of the Mullins trio here, but already a dual Grade 3 winner over fences, having won at Galway in July and followed up at Tipperary in October. Jimmy Du Seuil tracking them in third on the inside for Danny Mullins, who overcame, of course, a 10-month absence to win the Coral Cup at Cheltenham last March, and indeed impressive in his own right on his chasing debut when he took the scalp of yesterday's Grade 2 winner, the Big Westerner, at Fairyhouse earlier in the month, and they jump at first, second and third. Western Walk at the outside of the 4 runners, but a dual winner in his own right for Jonathan Sweeney, who of course in the hands of Philip Donovan, and Jonathan Sweeney, who landed the bumper at Leopardstown yesterday with Barnahash Mason. So heading out on the final circuit, 7 fences to jump as they come past the point of departure. Final demand, the leader by a length from Gold Dancer in second, Jimmy Du Seuil third on the inside, Western Walk the back marker of the 4. But the pace has steadied a little bit, and only about 2.5 lengths separating first and last as they make the way into the back straight and face this line of 5 fences for the final time. Final demand, bowling on in front, Gold Dancer, keen enough in second for John Shinnick, third on the inside Jimmy Du Seuil for Danny Mullins, last of the 4 Western Walk and Philip Donovan as they come to the 5th last. And again, final demand comes uphill to the regulation, and again sees a good stride, and his jumping at speed has been something to behold so far. Final demand, 3 to 4 lengths in front as they come to the middle fence in the back straight, and again spring heeled over that, lands half a dozen lengths in front of Gold Dancer, Jimmy Du Seuil and Western Walk as they come to the 4th last. Final demand, again perfect at it. Jimmy Du Seuil maybe not so in third, Gold Dancer second on the outside, Western Walk hanging in there in 4 as they come to the final fence in the back straight, 3 from the finish. Final demand, the leader for Patrick Mullins, comes to it, lands maybe about a length in front of Gold Dancer, Western Walk, and Jimmy Du Seuil a little bit slow at it, and just struggling a little bit at the back of the field. Jimmy Du Seuil has dropped well off the other 3, but final demand, the leader, as they head inside the final 3 furlongs and downhill towards the straight. Gold Dancer within half a length in second. Western Walk at the moment running a huge race, a length and a half back in third. Jimmy Du Seuil beaten back in four. But on the downhill run inside the final 3 furlongs and heading towards the 2 fences in the straight. Final Demand, Gold Dancer ridden up on the outside to get within a neck. Western Walk a length and a half back in third. As they swing in, 2 fences left to jump. Final Demand, Patrick Mullins, fairly motionless at this stage. Gold Dancer hard driven to stay within half a length in second, but Final Demand now begins to assert and ease on as they come down towards the second last. Final Demand by now opening up by 2 to 3 lengths over the second last from Gold Dancer in second. Back in third, Western Walk, and Final Demand, shaken up by Patrick Mullins, now begins to go clear as the race down between the final defence until the last. Final Demand just shortens into it, lands 3 lengths in front of Gold Dancer in second, Western Walk back in third, and racing inside the final 150 yards. Final Demand easing clear, stroll in the park for the long odds on favourite. Remains unbeaten in 2 starts over fences. Final Demand the winner, second Gold Dancer, Western Walk a huge run in third, Jimmy Du Seuil last of the 4.
Winning connections in Winners Enclosure here with Final Demand, who produced another good performance, a terrific performance even, to make it 2 from 2 over fences, following on from that success in November at Navan, where he was electric then, and today into this grade 1 contest he produced another fabulous jumping performance to win in a really good manner. Indeed, he only got close to 1 fence, which was the last. He was very clever at that, and he kept on well under hand right to beat his stable companion Gold Dancer, who produced another good performance back in second. Negative wise for the stable, Jimmy Du Seuil never turned up here today, struggling from quite a long way out. And Patrick Mullins has won this race 3 times since 2019. Of course, he won it on Faugheen, and he won it 2 years ago on Gaelic Warrior. All of them are terrific horses in their own right. The stable, Allside Imperial Pass, win this race last year, and it's going to be very interesting to see what is going to be the plan with Final Demand going forward. Winning owners, Caroline Tisdale and Brian Drew are over here for this, and why wouldn't it be getting a horse like that? Patrick, that was a really good performance again, well done.
Yeah, look, he jumped fantastic. He was very lairy on his own in front. I looked to my legs after third last and saw that Danny was something I'd obviously going to miss with Danny, so after that it was just a case of getting home, you know.
He was pretty much flawless all the way, even at last when he got in close, he was clever.
You know, the last I just said, go down here now and don't do anything silly, and he was very good. He came back and listened to me. It was probably the only one that I asked him to come back at, which maybe was the wrong thing to do, but every time I asked him, he's like riding an armchair, yeah.
How much fun was that down the back straight down 4 fences?
Great fun. I turned down I couldn't get him. I wanted to be going straight faster all the way because I thought Jimmy Du Seuil might be a faster horse, but he was just lairy in front. So when I turned down the back the last time, I said, I need you to switch on here now, and he did. No, I wish I could have gone around again.
We see what he done last year over hurls. Obviously, 3 miles of Cheltenham looks to be a perfect option for him.
It does, and you know, I think he's. I think in a more competitive race he'll travel better. You know, he was so lazy today, which is great, but the Brown Advisory would look ideal. So Paul will probably get back on him for that, I'm sure.
Between then and now, would he go Dublin Race Festival, or would that be it until Cheltenham? We
normally go Dublin Race Festival. The Dublin Race Festival is a massive occasion for us, but it's great to get a win here. This is Limerick's big race. It's always a great crowd, and we always try to send a good horse down, and it's been very lucky for us.
You're trying to win it, of course, race named after Faugheen nowadays.
Yeah, and you know, I think the most enjoyable day's winner I had was Faugheen when he won there. It was Stephen's day. There was a fantastic reception. Yeah, that was a special day.
You won in Gaelic Warrior here 2 years ago again. How did it compare, or how can you compare them?
Well, I hadn't got Danny poking up my inside, which was a help.
Give him a little wave to him after the line.
But my lad jumped straight today, so it's fine. I should look very different. Gaelic Warrior obviously is very forward, whereas this fella is the opposite. You know, I don't think this fella would be as quick as Gaelic Warrior, but he'd definitely be an easier ride when you step up to 3-2, hopefully in time.
Dream is alive.
Dream is well and truly alive, yeah.
One more question. The bumper horse today related to Sir Tudu.
Lovely pedigree by Mutta here, half brother to Sir Tudu. Our bumper horses are just a little off the boil at the moment. I think a lot of the horses are winning are horses that have a season or 2 under their belt. Even the first 2 winners had been in the yard last year, and King Roscoe even 2 years. The horses that are having their first run on their first season for us seem to be needing the run.
Look forward to seeing him, but well done there.
Thanks very much, sir.
Delighted connections here in the Winners Enclosure, and why not at Limerick after Final Demand retained its unbeaten record over fences, winning to Faugheen. Grade 1 Novice Chase in emphatic style under Patrick Mullins. Brian Drew, part owner of the horse, joins me now. That was good.
Yeah, very good. I mean, the ground looked hard work. It looks like drying heavy. And he's just gone to sleep on the first circuit. He's just having a little day out. And Patrick's just kicked him into it a little bit near the end, and he's picked up and just done enough, as it turns out. But he's some horse, he can perform on any occasion. He takes everything in his stride, and he's got so much ability.
The ability is there, but the temperament as well. The way he relaxes, even today, raising lazily. But every time Patrick asked him for a jump, he just got better down the back straight.
Yeah, exactly. I think he'll be even better in a better race. When he's got some competition and he's been niggled along, and maybe a slightly better surface, because that was hard work. But wonderful horse, lots to look forward to, and we're absolutely delighted. Yeah.
Last season, what he did as novice hurler, we're all dreaming what he could do as novice chaser. He's on track with these 2 wins.
Yeah, he certainly is. We'll probably go to the Dublin Racing Festival now, running the 2.5 again. Trip. I don't think we need to go up to 3 miles just yet.
Cheltenham do.
And yeah, I'd like to see him on a slightly better surface where he can show off his travelling and jumping strengths. But fabulous horse. Yeah, I'm very, very pleased.
I can see that as well, and you and your partner, of course, Colin Tisdale, are here today to see this great crowd in Limerick.
Yeah, we just come in for the day. We were due to have a runner at Newbury tomorrow, but he's been pulled on the ground. It's a bit quick at Newbury. So we're going back tonight still, but we're going back very happy.
Look forward to see the Dublin Racing Festival. Well done again.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Care. Cheers.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.